Imagine the World Wide Web. It's a vast network of websites all connected. Each website holds a treasure trove of information. Now, imagine if there was a way for these websites to share their treasures with each other. This is where APIs come in. API stands for Application Programming Interface. They are like special messengers that allow different websites to talk to each other. APIs power many of the online services we use every day. When you check the weather on your phone, book a flight, or share a photo on social media, you're using an API. They are the invisible bridges that connect the online world. Think of an API as a waiter in a restaurant. You, the user, are at a table, representing your computer or phone. The restaurant's kitchen, holding all the delicious food, represents a website's database. The waiter takes your order, a request, to the kitchen and returns with your food data. In this analogy, the waiter is the API. It takes your request, communicates it to the website, and brings back the information you asked for. This communication happens behind the scenes, so you don't see the complex processes involved. Just like humans use different languages, websites need a common language to understand each other. This is where REST comes in. REST stands for Representational State Transfer. Think of REST as a set of rules, a common language for APIs. It defines how websites should structure their requests and responses. This makes it easier for developers to create and integrate APIs from different sources. REST APIs are like universal translators for the web, enabling seamless communication between different online platforms. In the world of REST APIs, information is organized into resources. A resource can be anything: a user profile, a product on an e-commerce site, or even a weather forecast. Each resource has a unique identifier called a URI, Uniform Resource Identifier. Think of a URI as a street address for a piece of information on the web. Just like a postal worker uses an address to deliver mail, APIs use URIs to find and access specific resources. Once an API knows which resource you're interested in, it needs to know what you want to do with it. This is where HTTP verbs come in. HTTP verbs are like action words that tell the API what action to perform. The most common HTTP verbs are GET, which retrieves information about a resource, POST, which creates a new resource, PUT, which updates an existing resource, and DELETE, which deletes a resource. These verbs provide a clear and consistent way for developers to interact with APIs. Section 6. The Art of Conversation, Requesting and Receiving Data. When you interact with an API, you're essentially having a conversation with a website. Your requests are like questions, and the API's responses are like answers. These conversations happen using a standard format, usually JSON or XML. These formats structure the data in a way that both humans and computers can understand. Just like a good conversation requires clear communication, successful API interactions depend on well-formed requests and responses. Section 7. Speaking the same language, API documentation and standards. Imagine trying to assemble furniture without instructions. It would be confusing and frustrating. The same goes for APIs. API documentation is like an instruction manual. It explains how the API works, what resources are available, and how to structure your requests. Following API standards ensures that developers can easily understand and use your API, promoting collaboration and innovation. Section 8. The ever-evolving web, API versioning and maintenance. The web is constantly evolving and APIs need to keep up. API versioning allows developers to make changes and improvements without breaking existing applications. Think of it like upgrading your phone's operating system. The new version might have new features and bug fixes, but it still needs to be compatible with your existing apps. Regular maintenance and updates are crucial for ensuring that APIs remain secure, reliable, and up-to-date. And Section 9. A Universe of Possibilities. Conclusion. REST APIs are the unsung heroes of the modern web. They power countless applications and services, connecting us to a vast universe of information and functionality. Their simplicity, flexibility, and scalability have made them the standard for building interconnected web services. As we venture further into the digital age, understanding REST APIs will become increasingly important for developers and users alike. The possibilities are as limitless as the cosmos itself.